Howdy folks, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from underneath the back porch of the art villa. That's right. Here's some raw materials back there. I warned you about my memory not being completely intact. But I remember the strangest things, and then things I need to remember, like how to add and subtract. Anyway, the folk art thing, I think he found me, and I found him, but I was afraid to approach his deal there, because I didn't realize at that point there's no way I could be a folk artist. Okay, so, but nonetheless, he approached me and asked me to be a part of it. Okay, here's a snippet of a video. Here's some people that stopped by and asked me if he could bring his daughter and her friend and photograph them here at the house for her graduation, so his daughter could have some graduation photographs, an amateur photographer. And I said yes, and look, they're out there shooting photographs and they aren't frightened. Oh, back to labels. I haven't done anything in labels in a long time. You followed the whole saga from day one, you know that been trying to figure out. And of course, what I do is an outsider art, it's fake. But I was thinking the other day, even though I still feel the need, to use keywords. And what are you going to use? Art? Was it Maxfield Parrish? It was by an artist who borrowed his style. But I put Maxfield Parrish's name in the keyword, and somebody flagged it. Well, I thought that if somebody collected Maxfield Parrish work, they maybe also would be interested in people that copied his style. And everybody wants to be something, more than what they are. It's difficult to be happy with what you are, and you're trying to get someplace to be more of whatever it is, or to be something different. And how do you advertise that, and how do you get there? I still put the word outsider because that means a lot of different things, but I realize that real outsider artists don't have any idea that they are what they are, and that people are just labeled, and I can't be one or be a folk artist. Don't get me wrong about that. Anytime, the last time I used folk art in one of my descriptions, somebody gave me the question mark, the WTF question mark comment. And none of that was ever studied. I never studied any of it. Again, that's, I got to cut all that out. This was going to be a short video and a shout out. This is a shout out to WillardJ. WillardJ has been around a long time. He's a folk artist, and he's still making really fun, colorful folk art with a statement, with a story. And I love his stuff. And he's been left nice comments, and and through his comments and his inclusive nature for art in general, I must say he's not a folk art prude. That he's just an interesting, unique person that embraces the interesting and unique. And that's what I want to say about Willard. I'm going to put his website address down below, where you can click the clicky thing and go visit him and hopefully buy some art, because he's just a super unique guy. And if I can hang in there like Willard's hung in there and continue to be true to himself, then I'm going to come out on the right side of this whole thing. What to think now about all that stuff? That probably the most pure way to label yourself is not to label yourself at all. That challenged kind of art, if you can say that. All art is challenging. Mulch again. Mulch is great. But I think they're dyeing it now. She asked me if I wanted black or red, and I'm just like, well, wood colored would be nice things. By rubber mulch. And that was supposed to be the next great thing, because it would last forever. Well, like anything else, it sinks into the ground and mixes in with the mud and the weeds, and it just goes away, just like wood mulch, in about the same amount of time, costs more money. 4-cylinder flathead Willys engine that I should just get rid of or take to the dump or scrapyard. It's got a cylinder froze up in it and the head's been off of it for a long time. You got a transmission from my Army Jeep back here, dead transmission. This is me a Manic Mark Sunday with all sorts of stuff. This video, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to... Hoarders use the same excuse apparently, which is I will be using this in the future and I didn't want to throw it away. And I use the same excuse. However, I absolutely intend to use this stuff in the future. However, out of the 100% of the stuff that I keep, probably 10% of it will be used. But the problem is I don't know which 10%. I really shouldn't probably say it until it's done, because if I say it, that won't be good, because it's big money. It's big money and a mental case. Now, down farther south in the valley, occasionally I'll hear automatic weapons fire, which is music to my ears. Yep, got myself another beer here. And my wife wants me to throw it away. And you're probably saying, yeah, that's a good thing, because why would you, Manic Mark, want to have such a horrible thing around? Well, it's my wife's. It's not mine. Somebody gave it to us as a gift. And I was actually horrified by it at first. Trying to get, back in shape enough to do it. It's horrible. I just like to say to Dewey that until you turn 50, you're not doomed yet. Did I say that? Dewey, you make some funny videos, brother. I've got a pretty... And, that's the interesting thing. Like, people don't realize how funny they are, because they are themselves. And you can see that in some people, that you watch, that they are trying to be one thing, but the treasure is really something completely different. This is yabba babba babbling, babba dabba dabba babba, 10 minutes of babbling. But some people you can watch, like Dewey, 10 minutes of Dewey, and I'm not bored. Why is that? I can't help but laugh. It's the deadpan approach that Dewey uses with small amounts of quirkiness inserted. Oop, Linda's face is not in direct sunlight anymore. I still don't know what to do. Maybe blowing her up is a good idea. I think it's going to be a good year for fruits. That's right, my peach tree, my pear trees, my apple tree are all bearing a lot of fruits. If I could figure out how to blow stuff up like the guy that tried to blow up the thing on Times Square, he'll be so razzed in prison over that. He'll never live it down. Oh yeah, you're the guy with the non-flammable fertilizer bomb. Yeah, well, I gotta say, I hope you're no more afraid now than when you click the clicky thing. That's not really what it's for. It might as well be for that, because we don't use it for anything. I might as well put somebody's little brother in there and spin him around just for the fun of it, to get some value out of this thing, some use out of it. Oh, crap. Stupid. Linda. Let's look at Linda in the shadows. There. Look at that face. Oh, man. Yeah. My neighbor's not very happy with me putting this crap in my yard, because it draws attention to our neighborhood. And furthermore, I think that I was bit on the arm by a recluse spider. I got a big lump on my arm, and I'm afraid that your whole arm could turn purple and fall off in a matter of, a half an hour. So I'm a little bit concerned about it. Oh, man, oh, Jesus. That's not good. I got to go to work tomorrow, and I need that arm. Oh, man. Okay. That's it. I think I'm going to have to shave today. And no, there's no more funny stuff. All the funny stuff's been used up.